Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Today we're going to be doing something new, something I've never done, at least this version, on the Toyota Tacoma. Over here, we're going to go ahead and unbox this, and then we're going to get to it. Let's see. Go ahead and pull these out. They are seat jackers. What these do is they change or raise, in my case, the level of the seat, and I'm going to be raising the front part because I have recently noticed that the Toyota Tacoma, even with the 10-way power adjustable seats, is not very comfortable in the front. So we got the jackers, we got the hardware. This is what you're going to use on the bracket on the seat, and then you'll use the original bolts that are holding the seat down right now. These do have some threads on the front, you can see there. That's so you can put some sort of a MOLLE panel on if you want. That's rather pricey, and really I decided I didn't need that, so I'm not going to be doing that. But let's go ahead, we'll pull one out here real quick just to take a look. They are a billet aluminum, I believe. It does say seat jacker on the front. These are not a knockoff. And the way they work, you'll pull out the bolt over on the truck that's holding the seat in right now. This little rod will go down in that hole, and then you screw it in via this hole here, and then the bracket that's on the seat right now screws in here. And that's pretty much it. See what else it comes with. Looks like just a little bit of instructional material here, and nothing more. There is a sticker, by the way. We'll stick that somewhere in the garage. So anyway, let's go over and get them in. We'll do a little measurement right off the top just to see how much it changes them. First off, the tools that you need: a 14mm socket with a ratchet, and then some blue Loctite. You're supposed to put blue Loctite on the bolts that you're going to remove from the front of the seat and the new bolts that you're going to put in to hold the brackets onto the new spacers, if you will. Now, it requires, according to the directions, 27 foot-pounds of torque. I don't have a torque gun or ratchet wrench, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to use just muscle power. We're starting the back. Got to go ahead and loosen the bolts in the back of the seat. You do not want to remove them. You just want to loosen them to give yourself a little bit of play. So we're going to do that. First thing you have to do is remove the cover. I've taken this one off. There's one here. To do that, just grab this little tongue-like thing on the side and just pull over. That's it. Then, as I mentioned, see if I can do this one-handed. We're going to go ahead and loosen these bolts. They're not too bad. Again, you just want to loosen them a little bit. I don't know if this is enough yet. We'll find out. So that the seat moves. I'm trying to do this left-handed. And then you are going to have to put the seat back a little bit. I'm going to put it all the way back just to give myself enough room in the front to reach the screws. Right now, with the seat all the way up, of course I can't reach them. Okay, you can see the front bolts now exposed. We want to go ahead and loosen those. Actually, we're going to remove them completely. So again, we'll see if I can do this one-handed. Not too bad. I think I can achieve my 27 foot-pounds of torque just by hand. Remember, you are going to be reusing these front bolts. We'll put the blue Loctite on these. Now, the directions tell you to just push back on the headrest. That will tilt the seat back a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to give you guys a measurement. We're going to measure from about right here just up to this top edge. Just to see where we're at before we actually put the blocks in. I'm at about, let's say 5 1/4 inches right up to the top part of that plastic lip, if you will, right up here. So about 5 1/4 inches or so. Okay, the blocks are going to go in something like that. This original hole that's here is going to be screwed in with the provided screw here, and then we'll put the original back in here down through the threaded hole. All right, let's go ahead, tilt the seat back, hopefully. Oh, that was really easy. And then, right underneath here, there is a hole that's down here. You guys can see it right there, I hope. That's where this nub, this protrusion, this rod that sticks out is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and finagle that in there. Let's see if I can get it right. Let's see. Just like that. And then everything drops right back down, including the nub. There is a little arm that sticks out right here below on the bracket. It falls in this slot here. So no problems doing that. Let's get the other side in. Now we're going to want to go ahead and tighten the bracket down. And actually, it appears to me you have to do that with the original screw before you put the seat back in. So you got to go ahead and do that. You won't have clearance because the edge of the seat bracket is going to block that. You won't be able to get a wrench to put the screw in, the bolt. So just a little tip for you, go ahead and get your Loctite ready, get your screw in there, your bolt, tighten it down, and then lower the seat onto the bracket. Another quick little tip for you to hold the seat up while you're doing this. If you're doing it alone, kind of hard to finagle it all, use the box that the seat jackers came in to jam under the seat to hold it up while you're putting the bolts in with your blue Loctite. Works pretty well. All right, got the brackets in there. Go ahead and get rid of our box. And I love it. The seat fell right back down into place. They didn't have to do anything. That's cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and put the other bolts in. These are the bolts that came with it. They fit right into the blocks themselves. Again, 27 foot-pounds of force. Use some blue Loctite on these two. Little note for you, the bolts that came with the kit are actually a 15 millimeter socket, so you need that too. I kind of missed that in the directions. So you need a 15 mil for the new bolts. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down, then we'll go to the back, retighten those, and then we'll do a measurement and see how it is. Looks like about 6, you be the judge, 6.5. That'd be about right, I think, about 6.5. So that takes care of the install. You know what, 10 minutes? I mean, if you don't have a camera and you're not doing what I'm doing, it's probably 10 minutes. It could even be less. Now we're going to go out on the road and see if it solved my issue, which, by the way, simply was that I couldn't get the front part of the seat up high enough. It always felt like my legs were hanging off the edge of the seat because I didn't have that under thigh support, if you will. I don't think it's going to be a problem now, but let's find out. All right, let's have a first impressions. I haven't even sat in the truck yet. We're going to do that now. Everything's put back together. Well, there's definitely a difference. You know, it's amazing to me how small of a change we can actually feel. We humans are pretty sensitive. Anyway, I can definitely feel a change. Feels like I'm sitting higher up. First thing I want to mention is that I don't feel like I'm sitting like this, you know, like I'm going to blast off. I can feel a different angle change, that's for sure, but it's not so severe that I feel like I'm looking at the sky. Now, the way I had the seat set before, and it's still the same way, is I had the front part of the seat all the way up, and I still couldn't get what I wanted. Now, I feel like I can get what I want. So, we're gonna actually go for a drive. That'll be the best way to tell. I think I probably have to lower the seat a little bit, just to get it the way that I want it. Maybe even move the back a little bit more forward, if you will. So, let me finagle with it for a minute. I'll let you know what I think. Wow, I have a new must-have mod for the Tacoma. There are two, number 1 and 2. Number 1, of course, as you all probably know, is the pedal commander. This is number 2. What a profound difference it makes. You know, when I come across things like this, I wonder if Toyota, the engineers, actually drive or sit in the finished product themselves. You know, they design it, they draw it up, they do all the numbers, all that stuff, but do they actually ever get in one? I mean, such simple things like the pedal commander for throttle lag elimination and the seat jacker. What an awesome change.
The truck is actually comfortable now, and I've got to say, if you're out there and you're struggling with trying to get comfortable in your Tacoma seats, even or probably more so, the 10-way power adjustable, because you would think with a 10-way adjustable seat, you could get it the way you want it, but you can't. I was driving around with the front of the seat all the way up, and it still wasn't high enough. Now I'm about a third of the way up, and it's perfect. I could go much higher if I wanted to. That's the difference for me that the seat jacker has made. Love this. It is awesome. And it's too bad I can't show you. I wish I could give you the physical experience of it, just so you know that I'm not just full of BS, but I can't. So you're gonna have to take my word for it. And you'll know if you're not comfortable in your seat, particularly if you can't get that front part right, this will do it for you. 10-15 minutes, you'll have a comfortable Tacoma. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've gone with this product or any other type of seat raiser, spacer, whatever you want to call it. Let me know. And what did it do for you? I'd be curious. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.